Hello guys, welcome to a Marvel Rivals video. Today we're going to talk about the types of ultimates in Marvel Rivals, which I have compiled into 4 groups. Well, technically 5, but it's reserved for one person alone. But I hope by the end of this video, you will have a better understanding of what your character's ultimate's main purpose is and when best to use it. By the end of this video, if you're confused or even don't agree, please drop it in the comments and just let me know. And with all that said, let's get into it. Now, as I said, I compiled them into 4 groups: stun ults, enhancement ults, damage ults, and support ults. Loki's in a category by himself because he could just copy anyone's ult, so even though it's busted, it cannot be accounted for in this video. But let's get into it. Let's look into the first category, which is stun ults. I consider calling them crowd control, but seeing as other characters from other categories do control the crowd or crowd control as well, I consider calling them stun ults because in layman's terms, that's exactly what they do. Because you see, unlike with, let's just say for example, if you're caught with a Psylocke ult or Storm ult, you still have the means to escape that ultimate without dying. You're not burdened with being held in place. But with these ultimates, when you're caught, you just have to sit there and take it and hope you don't die. These ultimates do the best work in a crowd and are the best ultimates in the game when it comes to synergy with other ultimates. For example, Doctor Strange and Groot are perfect examples of keeping characters in place. So using it in synergy with, let's say, a Moon Knight ultimate is perfect. And for example, with Jeff, if you swallow all those people up, you can use Jeff to not just throw people off the ledge like most Jeff mains would do, but you can also put them into ultimates that usually wouldn't hit, like Wanda's. The best analogy I can use that's appropriate for YouTube is just to say for a few seconds, you're the jailer and they're the prisoner. Take that as you will. Now, speaking on to the next category, which is the enhancement ultimates. These ultimates are similar to the damage category, but the only key differences between those two is the fact that unlike the damage ults, which give you a certain ability, the enhancement ults enhance your already pre-existing abilities. For example, Star-Lord and Magic, they do not gain a whole new kit. They just get a boost from their already pre-existing abilities. For Star-Lord's case, he gets to fly longer, he has a faster fire rate, and his reload time is faster on his guns. He has auto aim. And Magic, she has increased health, her slashes do 2 ticks of damage, reduced cooldown on her moves, and increased damage. But what also separates these ultimates from a lot of other ultimates in this game is that with all the other ultimates, you are stuck in a fixed animation, or you have to place your ultimate in a fixed place, which tethers you to one spot, or you have to have a set person or people in your sights before attacking. But with the enhancement ultimates, you don't have to be tethered to a specific place or a specific person in order to get the most value out of it. Honestly, you can activate it without even having a single person in your sights yet, and still get a ton of value out of it when using these ultimates. You're typically the star of the show and the center of attention, so people are usually clocking when you're supposed to get your ultimate, especially when you're in higher ranks. So using it in a completely unpredictable and disadvantageous spot for the other team is when these ultimates are the most valuable. Next are the damage ultimates. Like I said when I was talking about the enhancement ultimates, these ultimates are fixed. These ultimates either put you in a fixed animation, put you in a fixed spot, and or can only be activated in a fixed spot. The trade-off being that these ultimates are the most damaging move in their whole arsenal, with one ultimate that can either be a quick or a very, 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 very long animation. Can change the course of a game with just a click of a button. These ultimates are the best when used at a specific target or targets, typically squishies or low health characters in general, and have the full intent on killing them. These are the go big or go home ultimates because of how quickly they can change the game. And unless you're Moon Knight ult farming or you're using Black Widow, God bless your soul, you're only going to have one, on average, 3 chances to make a possible quick change of the game. So being smart and knowing who you can 100% without a doubt kill is important when using these ults. And last but not least, we have everyone's favorite, the support ults. If you played Marvel Rivals for even an hour, I know this one is most self-explanatory. These ultimates are to support your team. I'm going to say this again for the Invisible Woman and Mantis players who pop their ults when their whole team is dead.
Over here, I can heal you. Disappear!
These ultimates support your team. If you're using these ultimates to strictly keep yourself alive, you are using them wrong. These ultimates are to help your team just as much as they are to help you. If your team needs help pushing the enemy team off an objective, being able to use your ultimate is great in supporting their efforts. When the enemy team has the objective completely locked down, your ultimate is the foot in the door. And I use the word foot very strongly. You are the means, but you are not the end. Especially when we're in this chicken meta. I call it the chicken because it's essentially who can pop their ultimate first. But since we're in this meta, it's insane that people use these ults for self-serving needs. Like doing it when no one is there, or pushing, or doing it to push when your team is uncoordinated. You are the backbone of your team. And if you miss using your ultimate, or you use it at a bad time, that ultimate is a lifeline your team cannot afford to waste. You are the difference between keeping the game alive or even getting the win. Alright guys, those were all the types of ultimates in Marvel Rivals. If you guys liked this video, please leave a like and share. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe, as I'll be posting more Marvel Rivals content in the future. This was just more of a dip in the water, and I'll have more content, more posted out soon. So yeah, see ya.